Actually, we're going to show you how we're going to install these oh Christ, I forgot my god damn key to this fucking car. Oh, I'm gonna have to start keeping that fucking key down here. I usually take the key, but I left it upstairs. And my phones are upstairs. I'm taking the dog for a walk, so. Okay, we're gonna get the walk out of the way and then we'll do this. We'll do this afterwards. God, that annoys the fuck out of me. Oof. Very annoying, gentlemen. Going for a dog walk is not come on. Nine times out of 10, I take that fucking key down here with me. Because you may have to get into your car, okay? Now, obviously, I'm not going to take my phones because I don't need them. Because the phones open the car too, open the Tesla. My one phone does. Can't have both phones. You don't carry both phones with you. You carry one phone with you when you jump out of your Tesla, and you usually leave the other one in there, so it can't be have the Tesla app on it, and because the car will never lock with that other phone inside of it. Cool morning. God damn it, annoys me. I usually throw the other key around my neck. The Tesla key, but today I didn't do that. I wanted to get inside that Tesla and take a look at how I'm going to mount it. We'll actually show you the mount. Well, I'm not going to. I'll show you the start of it, and then I'll show you a video on the finish. No sense in. It's going to, take a little bit of time to align it the way I want it, and to drill the holes carefully. You only want to drill the hole just a little ways, like a quarter of an inch. I'll use my fingers as a depth gauge, so it only goes in so far. Maybe I'll even put a pair of gloves on. Then you'll ship the screw in to hold it in place. Bada bing, bada bang. There you go. A road rage deterrent device mount, and then we'll put in the road rage deterrent device, which is a Glock 19X extended clip, Surefire XC2 tactical light laser. You like that laser because you can just hang that little motherfucker out the window and put the red dot on the target, squeeze a couple of rounds. Now, this is all hypothetical, gentlemen. I'm just telling you. With a laser sighting, you just put your red dot on the target, squeeze the trigger, go home. No, it's never ever going to come into play. But in today's society, you know, the way I've had 2 trucks come right up onto my bumper. One of these trucks, the same truck, also would not let me merge. Would not let me merge. So he wouldn't let me merge into the you know, when 2 lanes converge into one, he wouldn't let me merge. He stayed. So I kept riding on the shoulder of the road for a good, I don't know, 400 yards probably. 300 yards, football field. Kept riding there. Then we jumped on the freeway. And I made sure to get right in front of this guy, and I did. Of course I did. You know, with a Tesla Model 3 performance, you can do anything you fucking want, go anywhere. So we got right in front of him and made sure that he knew that Daddy was the boss. And I believe he got the point, but he certainly decided to come right up on my bumper. Now, if the dude would have had a, say, for example, he had a Mercedes-Benz, or a high-end Mercedes-Benz, or maybe a Range Rover, let's say. You could hit the brakes, let them hit you, and then you could stumble out of your car, get an ambulance, call Knockville Law. Boom. But this guy just had a pickup truck, similar to that one, ish. So he doesn't have a pot to piss in, so I don't need the inconvenience either. You have to have your car towed, everything. Damage to your Tesla. It would take a long time for that shit to file through the system. I certainly would buy another Tesla and shit like that, but come on, left. Nice cool morning. I don't know what the temp is, probably 65, I guess, ish. We got a cool stretch here. You'll get into the mid 80s, high 80s in several days. But here's a nice cool day today. Tomorrow's be a little bit warmer. Reach about 70 degrees today, I guess. Kind of windy. Yeah, they're just, like I said, the weapons will never come into play, but it's better to have them and not need them than to need them and not have them. You never know in this day and age, you know, there's dog shit on the sidewalk somewhere here. A pile of it. In this day and age in Las Vegas, you've got, you know, road rage. There's been people shot at, killed. The perpetrator never to be found. You know, shit like that. You don't know when someone is gonna fucking pop a few rounds at you. You know, I've been cut off on the freeway. I've been cut off. Hey. Left. Hey, hey. Left. There's been people shot at on the freeway. You know, I've been cut off on the freeway. I mean, if I didn't swerve, this guy would have caught me with his rear quarter panel. He was intentionally trying to butt my front end. This is a different car, different time, but it doesn't take much. Some people are fucking unhinged. You've seen the movie with the gladiator star, I forget his name right now. The name of the movie is Unhinged. Some people are unhinged. So, someone, you know, pops a few rounds at you, you want to be able to reciprocate. And the red dot on the target seems to work real well for me. You gotta be, there's a fine line there. You certainly have to be careful. You certainly don't want to go to prison or anything like that. You have to be in fear of your life. So, you know, when he's driving away from you, you know, firing a few rounds and back into the back window, that's no longer in fear of your life. Now, if he's running at you, firing a few rounds into the windshield, now that is in fear of your life. Something to think about, gentlemen. Or if he's aiming a weapon at you and you're absolutely certain it's a weapon, not a cell phone, then that's a whole nother story.